Hey guys, this is Amir for ThinkDigit, and today we have with us the WickedLeak Wammy Passion Z Plus smartphone. In the past, we've seen a lot of smartphones launch with the MediaTek MT6589 chipset. This smartphone is powered by the MT6589 Turbo chipset, which means that it has a slightly faster processor and slightly better graphics. The smartphone also showcases a full HD 1080p display. Let's take a look and see how it performs. Starting with the design, it has a standard rectangular candy bar form factor that we've come to know from all the smartphones out there. It has a slightly edgy design to it, which adds a good aesthetic value, but in terms of utility, it's as good as any other smartphone. The rear of the smartphone houses the battery, the microSD card slot, and two SIM card slots. The rear is still quite plasticky, but the build quality is acceptable considering the price you pay. In terms of connectivity options, you have the power button, volume rocker, micro USB port, and the headphones jack. It's pretty standard to what we've come to expect. A good thing about the device is that it houses a 2500 mAh battery, which is larger than what we've come to see in the past, and this is of course a necessity considering it has to power the full HD display. The built-in storage is again standard at 4 GB, but it is expandable up to 64 GB via the micro SD card. Coming to the user interface of the smartphone, it runs on Android 4.2.1 Jelly Bean. One good feature about the device is that in the settings option, when you go to about the phone, you can see wireless updates. Now there are a lot of smartphones that have launched in the past which are of the budget category and they do not allow wireless updates. This phone has it built in and we really appreciate this fact. Coming to the performance of the smartphone, the display is of course a treat to work on. It has wide viewing angles. Reading the text, playing games, or even just browsing the internet is a really good experience. The display is vibrant with good viewing angles and is of course very colorful, and the whites look white, which means that it doesn't have a tint to it. In terms of its video playback performance, AVI and MP4 files ran smoothly on the smartphone, but MKV files gave us a bit of trouble. The video ran, but the audio was not recognized. Navigating through the timeline, changing the orientation, and all was smooth. Now, the only other smartphone that has shown off a better display than what we've seen on the WickedLeak is the Lemon A4, which we've reviewed in the past. That phone had a really good build and the display was to die for. One thing we hope that would change with the new turbo chipset from MediaTek is that a game like Real Racing would run on it. No matter how hard we try, the game just refuses to run and makes the smartphone hang, forcing us to force reset it. To conclude, we'd like to say that even though the smartphone has the MediaTek MT6589 Turbo chipset and the display is a good bump, the battery capacity is higher, its overall performance is at par with what the predecessor chipset smartphones offered. We wish the device had more RAM so we'd see less lag. Yes, if you navigate the device a lot, multitask on it, you will see it lag. The display is the best part about the smartphone. The camera is average. If you have a budget of 15,000 rupees, you can consider this smartphone along with the likes of the Lemon A4 and other MediaTek powered smartphones priced in the same range.